Thanks for reminding me, Michelle. All right, I am concerned about Mr. Coon's state of mind. We were doing pretty well right up until the end. This is sentencing in the matter of People versus Robert Brantley Argo. That's you, sir? You're Robert Argo?
Yes, yes,
Of
sir.
course, I know who you are, but I didn't forget who
You
you
have to
were.
ask.
But I gotta ask, establish for the record who you are. You're here with your lawyer, Mr. Paul Gibson. You pled guilty on a charge of domestic assault, second offense. You pled no contest because you didn't have clear recollection of what happened. Matter was set for sentencing today. The complaining witness was Charles Snyder, who was a guy living at the same place you were out on Haynes Road. As of today, you've been in custody for 32 days. Mr. Gibson, what would you like me to know?
The defendant will turn 65 years old later this month, and I believe that the jail time here has sent a message to the defendant that he can't continue with this type of behavior. And if drinking leads him to this type of behavior, then he definitely needs to stop drinking. So I think the defendant, I mean, in my communications with the defendant, he's always been very polite, respectful. So, you know, I believe that when the defendant is sober, he's definitely a law-abiding citizen who can follow direction. So I think that alcohol was obviously the problem here. And so I'm asking the court to sentence the defendant for credit for time served. I believe the jail time has sent a message to him. Thank you.
All right. Well, it never did before. Ms. Stoll, what's your input here?
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant has a history of assaultive crime convictions. He has an aggravated assault conviction from 2005, an A and B from 2005, an A and B from 2006, and a domestic violence conviction from 2018. It's my understanding that the victim had only been living with the defendant for a few months on the night of the incident. But according to the victim, he had a cut on his lip and he'd been punched several times. This was all after the defendant had been drinking, so it's clear that he likely has an alcohol problem. I'm not sure how long he's been in custody, but I believe 10 days jail is appropriate, as well as probation with the condition that he be prohibited from using alcohol or drugs. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Argo, what do you want me to know?
I know if I drink liquor, it's a no-no. I know that, but what made me drink was I was pretty mad. I went downstairs and my closet was empty. The only thing hanging there was a few hangers. And I was just immediately mad. So I just went out in the lean-to to have a cigarette and I guess a couple of drinks, which didn't help any. But I guess I talked to Shannon on the phone. She says I got the wrong guy. You know, and I'm sorry for that. You know,
Yeah, the guy you punched wasn't even the guy that did it.
But he was right there. In order to go upstairs, you have to almost go through his room. So whoever did it, he knew about it and let him do it. You know, and so I'm still sorry for what I did. I just did. And as far as drinking, I can drink beer all day long. It's just when I get all that liquor, it's no good on me.
Well, one problem is you do drink beer all day long.
Well, I don't drink all the time. I've been staying at home, except for I had to go and get some stovepipe. We were putting a stove in the barn, and I got a water dish, one of them electric water dishes for the cats out in the barn.
Where are you gonna go when you get out?
That's a problem right now. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, you and I go
have to go.
back a long ways. I'm a few years older than you are, but we were both much younger.
Yeah,
I started in the prosecutor's office in 1980, and I took over as prosecutor in 1989, and that's when you and I first met. With a drunk driving charge in 1989. You have 9 or 10 previous assault convictions. 1992, resisting and obstructing assault and battery.
but I'm sorry to interrupt you if I am. That it wasn't guilty on all of them. A lot of them I plead guilty just to get it out of it, get it done. You know, so it's to me, I don't call police on anybody. You know, it's always the first one to make a phone call is innocent all the time.
Well, your problem is you're a mean drunk. You're not guilty of these 10 assault charges going back 30 years.
Right.
Assault with a dangerous weapon, 054473.
What was
That was
that?
bound over to circuit court. You got sent up to Judge Nowacker. You got 42 days in jail. 055555, domestic violence and assault and battery. You pled to domestic violence, you got 12 days jail. 2006, 3896 SM, aggravated assault. You pled to assault and battery, you got probation, which failed. 2014, 141168, assault and battery, you pled to disturbing the peace. 181756, you pled to aggravated domestic assault, you pled to domestic violence, you got 60 days. 2024, 242005, you were charged with domestic violence, pled to disturbing the peace, and it was reduced. 1990, and then the old spouse abuse statute, you actually got a deferral. And then in 96, there was a disorderly drunk. This guy, you knocked his teeth out, you punch him in the face 5 times,
What,
you're
this guy?
drinking vodka in a lean-to, and
Oh, Joe.
he says, I've lost sleep and hear every noise in the house. Everyone watches me carefully and my anxiety is out of control. He cut the inside of my mouth and my bottom 2 teeth were knocked out.
No.
That's what it says here. He
Wow.
broke pictures and glass because all he does is drink vodka, which makes him mean as hell. This man has a huge drinking problem. He's mean too. He needs to be in in-house rehab to get sober. A year in jail plus 4 years probation.
So now he's a judge too?
Well, this is just his recommendation. I'm the judge. But let's assume that he was the wrong guy.
I say, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
so
sorry.
I punch you in the face 5 times and knock your teeth out.
I wasn't counting. I don't know who could be,
All right.
or who would be.
I don't know, but I don't know whether Shannon's gonna let you come back in there.
She says, probably not with Joe there, Joe.
Yeah, they
Judge
call him
Joe's
Joe.
But I'm getting too old for this stuff anyway.
You are, you're killing I said that you were a handsome young man. The girls used to follow you around. Now they step aside.
I just don't. I'm a good guy, well, I know that.
Well,
I respect people.
yes, but you're right. Alcohol is your Achilles heel.
Yeah.
Every one of these involves alcohol.
I agree.
I'm gonna try to figure out a place to put you when you get out. 60 days, credit 32.
Thank you,
Not a year.
thank you, Your Honor.
Given 28 days to serve. Fine is 0. You don't have any money. You owe money as it is. $75 crime victims' rights fee and a $50 state minimum fee. $125 for 2 additional days. Plus it's cold out.
Yes, sir.
Gotta give you someplace to stay rather than you freezing to death on the front steps of the jail. But I'll see if our wonderful jail liaison Lauren can maybe find a place for you to go. I'm not gonna do a probation. I'm gonna see if you're just gonna finish this time and get out. I'll try to find a place to put you.
I've been having a lot of problems with my health, so if you.
Well,
they said a heart
he's
attack
right.
almost
You're
always-
65, you're still smoking and you're still drinking vodka out of the bottle.
That's
That's
what I've
killing
been. I've been trying to quit. I had a patch on my arm when I come in that night, you know, trying to quit smoking.
I'll give you, Judge McManus thought maybe people could, go cold turkey at the jail, but almost to a person, they'd walk out and the first thing they do when they stepped out the door is light up a cigarette.
That's what I want right now. I
Yeah.
get nervous, I want a cigarette.
All right.
I've been turning to, which I never really did, was marijuana. When I want a cigarette, I light up.
I don't
marijuana.
know if that's a solution.
I
I
don't
mean, I
either.
remember when you were a kid working out at the lumber yard and you would help me with stuff and.
I remember out in your backyard, I see, remember?
Mhm.
We were putting a seawall in.
Yeah, you worked with Mr. Parr and Mr. Lavador and did construction at my house. Yeah, you are a good guy, but you're a mean drunk. And so let's see if we can find a place to put you. All right, you're good to go.
So you saying 60 days?
60 days, credit 32, leaves 28 minus good time, which will be about 18 more days.
All right.
And see if they can find a place for you to go.
Yeah, thank you.
All right,
That's where I'm getting you with you.
I hope so. All right. That's the end result of 40 years of smoking and drinking. And we see these young guys today and it's like, that's how you're gonna end up. As I said, he was a very handsome young man and a personable guy, but he's got a assaultive streak. All right, we'll end our process and stop the live stream.